In the beginning, when God created the heavens and the earth, God chose to weave creation with the finest and strongest of threads. Providence is the steely, sacred thread that weaves us and binds us to all creation. 204 years ago, the thread of providence was placed in the loom of John Martin Moy and in the hands of Marguerite Lecomte. It was a fresh thread, fragile yet strong. The women of Alsace-Lorraine strengthened the thread with their ministry, and soon the tapestry of Providence began to grow. In 1866, the Providence tapestry extended from Alsace-Lorraine to Texas, and for 150 years, the women of Providence have woven a tapestry of service to God's people in Texas, Louisiana, Oklahoma, New Mexico, Wisconsin, California, and the Mexican states of San Luis Potosí, Querétaro, Coahuila, Veracruz, Chiapas, Oaxaca, and Michoacán. En servicio a la misión de Jesús, las hermanas de la Divina Providencia han tejido una red de gracia a través de la educación, servicio social, catequesis, enfermería, para construir un mundo de justicia, paz, liberación y amor de Dios.
They developed education in our county, not only in Castroville, and I think that their ardor actually raised the standards of education in our county, and it spread throughout all the places that the sisters then taught.
I look at all the hard work. I look at, again, how proud I am to say that I am from Our Lady of the Lake University. To know the role model that so many of them have set, getting a PhD in chemistry, a PhD in math, or whatever discipline it is, as many years ago as they did, and to be that trailblazer for women, it's beyond words. So I would say congratulations. I would say thank you. I would say, again, keep up the wonderful work that you've always done in another 150 years.
I think my own personal mission, personal giving back to the community has been in line with the Sisters' mission. So it's been very rewarding, very fulfilling to be at Providence and be in this community as well. I think it affects the greater, there's a great need in San Antonio, not just in one particular area, but the uniqueness that the sisters bring to care for the environment, to care for the sick and the poor and the needy, and teaching our young women to know that that need is really great and they themselves can have that impact on the community is very important.
New threads continue to be introduced into the Providence tapestry. In the 1930s, Benicia Vermeersch and Mexican-American women began to weave the threads of catechetics in service to the Mexican-American community in Houston. The vibrant thread of the Missionary Catechism of Divine Providence continues to weave together the people of God through catechetics, social work, education, prison ministry, chaplaincy, counseling, retreats, and more. The tapestry that is Providence is worldwide, and in the 1950s, the tapestry received another exciting thread. Sister Rachel Moreno and 6 young Mexican women began weaving a small yet vigorous portion of the larger tapestry in Mexico, serving the poor in religious education, social work, youth ministry with innovative approaches. The Providence tapestry is woven with women's work in healthcare, social work, religious education, parish ministry, and community organizing.
We have thousands of children that have gone through the program there at Madonna. and they were all started with the sisters. In fact, our current board president takes great pride in saying that he was part of the first graduating kindergarten class in 1956, and remembers the sisters being the teachers, at the Madonna Center.
We're all touched and motivated by any number of forces in our lives, but one of those that I've admired most over the years and appreciated is the grit, the spirit of the Sisters of Divine Providence. I've read the history, the chronology of when they arrived here literally on covered wagons and had a dream of building the Catholic faith in San Antonio and doing their missionary work with the community of San Antonio, and then building a university, a beautiful university. It's still, to me, just a classic structure here in the West Side, and then teaching generations of people from different spheres of life in San Antonio over many years. The Castroville facility, St. Martin's Hall Elementary School, Providence High School, Our Lady of the Lake itself. So my life has been touched by just being able to emulate the sheer stick-to-itive grit, the problem-solving grit of the Sisters of Divine Providence. These are really tough human beings who really knew what they came to do. And lo and behold, over generations, imbued the next group, the next generation of sisters to stay the course. Thankfully, all of that wisdom, all of that strength, all of that toughness was applied right here in San Antonio.
El tapiz que es la providencia se teje con el trabajo de mujeres a través de la enfermería, trabajo social, educación religiosa, ministerio parroquial y la lucha por la justicia social. In the past 150 years, the Sisters of Divine Providence have responded to the call of Providence to weave together God's people and creation in justice and peace in over 1,000 communities, 38 states, and 14 countries. From the earliest days in Reconstruction, Texas, to the challenging and invigorating call of Vatican II, and through the Civil Rights Movement, with large numbers in the membership and with diminishing numbers, these women have held to the sacred thread of providence that weaves us all into the people of God.
A lot of advice, a lot of, like I said, another point of view that they can give you, and I think if you could take that and make yourself a better person, then I think they did their job, and I think we did ours. So.
I think another point of influence that the sisters have had is their own joy in serving others, and the way they affirm others, and just their happiness and truly their trust in Providence. I've been in situations where you get a sense that you're at a meeting with the Sisters of Divine Providence, and you get a sense that, gee, where do we go from here? And if we've worked on something the best we can, you can guess that one of them will say, well, it's in the hands of Providence, and with a real trust in that. So that always impressed me as well.
I think one of the greatest gifts that the sisters have for the young women at Providence Catholic School is the opportunity of educating them, of empowering them, of giving them a voice, and helping them make a difference in this world. And they do that by providing an excellent education, nourishing faith in God, practicing integrity, and working for justice.
I have admired this organization since I joined Our Lady of the Lake College back in '71. And the one thing that I have admired, which has been brought down to all of us, the associates as well as the students, is a determination to always do our best. and not to ever give up, because nothing is impossible.
I know it's their charism, and they handed it on to me. And it's a charism of my life too. But it's a very beautiful charism for all of us, that in the midst of all the realities of our world, good, bad, and indifferent, we know that God is with us. And that's what divine providence means. We simply place ourselves, our lives, our world, our everything about us and about our world in God's hands, and say, Lord, watch over us, protect us, bless us, lead us on.
In the tapestry that is Providence, the Sisters of Divine Providence have received indescribable graces through their students, patients, families, friends, and benefactors.
Congratulations to all the CDPs for their 150th anniversary. I think it's marvelous that y'all are here to celebrate, and there's so many of y'all still to enjoy it and have a good time, and I thank you for being here and being a part of my life. I don't know what I would have done without y'all, but God placed me here for a reason, and that's why I'm here.
Providencia, el hilo que nos une a toda la creación, nos ha bendecido a través de ustedes, nuestros fieles amigos, nuestros estudiantes, pacientes, familias y bienhechores. Bendito sea la providencia.